Save the best for last.
Over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well, but he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, here's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Burrow now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Burrow on play action. Got a man. It's Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap. And the second he sees an opening, The ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
And some space here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals getting set to go.
And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. From the gun, he'll hand this off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, 15 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side with Spiller.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
And just shutting him off there. Still going. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They go play action with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Here's Brown on second down.
A beautiful fake, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Hands this to Speller to start things.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, it looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Burrow looking to pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. He's got him. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So no gain on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Herbert. That is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis from 17 yards out. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Spiller.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Fitzgerald.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Fitzgerald. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. An inside give, Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
So the completion good for 7 there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Play action. It's Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Herbert on 3rd down now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Dodge, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Herbert. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Herbert. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They run behind center with Spiller.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And quickly they get to the line. Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, here's Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Frank Darby from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts on 3rd down. Burrow. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Herbert now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Herbert going to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown or this game's over.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wildcard Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He gets it to Cooks. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
On the ground with Vaughn.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10
at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Love now.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. Love from the gun.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Love's throw brought in by Watson.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Play action this time with Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. Prescott off play action.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Prescott yet again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pollard, he'll take it up.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Love, they go play action now.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Love. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Love looking to throw it.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave
from 8 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The Cowboys on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Prescott on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, going to the air with Love. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing, Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Love from the gun. And it's caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wild Card Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Working out of the gun, Love.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Here's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
He finds his man, Pollard.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Prescott now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Love now. That is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Love. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Ooh, with a juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing. Love.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down. Now Love. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. The left side completion to Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love. His throw incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 13, 2:15 remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. Following the interception, Love setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15.
And all the way down to the 5.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Love.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on, just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.